Hello Aquarius, welcome to your mid-February reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you. Now, this reading is going to hold true from the 14th to the 28th of Feb, and as always, it is a general reading. Please take only the bits that resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. We will start off with 3 star code oracles just to get an overview. Oh, Cap got exactly the same card. To get an overview of what it is that you could be dealing with for the next 2 weeks, and then I will move on to your tarot. I will not be focusing on love or career. Let it be a freestyle reading. We'll see what pops up for you. Okay, wow. 4 cards. We have Pluto. We have Uranus, who had a very similar energy. I think it was Scorpio. We have conjunction, and we have Aries. All right, Aquarius, your ruler Uranus has showing up. Look at me. Mercury is out of retrograde. I need to get my act together. Uranus is in fact making a beautiful trine with Jupiter in the coming few days, and that is going to be bringing about a lot of not only revelations but a lot of expansion when it comes to projects and relationships. With Pluto coming about, we do have rebirth. Now, this is very scorpionic energy. This is this energy of being in your shadow, okay? Being in your shadow, reveling in it, and then finally bringing it up to the light to address it and burn it off. It's that energy of not shying away from difficult lessons that you may have learned in the past. And I feel like once that is addressed, once those shadow aspects of your life and those difficult aspects and those wounds are addressed, there can be a sudden change for you. Now, this is sudden because Uranus is not an easy energy in terms of it can bring about a massive shift within an hour. You won't even realize it. But I feel like for this change to happen, there needs to be a rebirth in your energy. Beautifully after that, we have conjunction, alliance. When 2 planets conjunct, they bring out the best in each other. It is a wonderful, harmonious connection. And again, this could be in your love life or it could be in your career. But there is something that wants to come together here. But it's almost like the energy is waiting for you to almost heal and rebirth yourself. And once that comes about, I feel like you will have the passion and the drive to act with the Aries card. Aries is cardinal fire. So I feel, firstly, Aries could be important to you. It could be heavily in your chart, or you could be dealing with an Aries, but we will see. Did you see that? That was so random. We have the Lovers. It's called the Love card in this deck. The 10 of Wands. Yeah, I get this. This is very appropriate for your reading. Page of Wands. Aquarius, somehow you get fire a lot in your readings, I've noticed. The 8 of Swords. Yep. Strength, again fire, Leo energy. Again fire. 6 of Wands. This is a lovely reading. And we have the 9 of Wands, bottom of the deck. Lot of fire happening. Okay, Aquarius, let me skim over this before I pull your clarifiers. With the Lovers card, this could mean 2 things. It could mean, well, you're heavily focusing on love and relationships at this time. Or it could be that there is a choice, either between 2 career paths or 2 love opportunities. We will see once we clarify. With the 10 of Wands, I feel like a few of you are very overburdened. But each wand in the 10 of Wands signifies a talent or a skill that you have learned over time through the trials and lessons that you have gone through. So the 10 of Wands can make you a master in your field. Now, again, this could also apply to relationships. Maybe you've been through heartbreak, you've been through those trials and tribulations, but they've given you the experience. They've given you that sense of, okay, I know exactly what I want and what I don't want, and I know exactly how to get there, you know. With the Page of Wands, there is some kind of news coming in. Now, this could be a very passionate piece of information, or a very passionate offer that could come towards you, but it's laced with a lot of childlike energy. It's laced with almost fun, if that makes sense. It could just very well be somebody calling you and asking you to, let's go on a trek, let's go do this, let's go do that. It's very spontaneous. It's also an energy of being adventurous. If a few of you are starting new businesses or starting new careers, I feel like you're doing that with a bounce in your step. Even though it can be challenging and it can be a heavy burden, but you're almost adopting a childlike energy when it comes to this. So that's good to see. With the Eight of Swords, there is anxiety. There something, and considering it's right under the Lovers, there is something that's preventing you from moving forward in this. You're keeping yourself stuck for some reason. Then we have the Strength card, which talks about a few things. Again, it can talk about honing on to your skills, like polishing your skills. It can talk about fear even. It can talk about feeling that need to hold back because you're afraid of the outcome. It can also talk about unconditional love for self or for another. So we will see what this could be regarding. But what is wonderful is your last card, the Six of Wands. Victory, success, public recognition, and the right kind of attention. Let's see what this could be regarding. I kind of understand your Star Code oracles now. There is some change that wants to come about, but you're almost blocking that change with your mind. There is a rebirth that wants to come about, but it's being blocked. But once you give in to that shift, and once you realize, well, I've reached that 10 of Wands energy, there's nothing more I can do. It resets to an Ace of Wands. It resets to a passionate new beginning. And that's when the conjunction and act happens. Let's see. Oh, the World card. Right. Queen of Wands. Tower. I figured. Something came to a crashing halt for you. Something ended very dramatically, I feel. And with the Tower card, it was unexpected. This was that change. You see how beautifully the cards are placed. This was that shift that came about for you with the World card, the Uranus card, and the Tower card. But for some reason, I'm feeling like it's almost like, excuse me, a weight was lifted off of you. Because in the Queen of Wands energy, you are still very much holding on to your truth. You're holding on to your energy and your vitality. It's almost like a rebirth. No joke. It's like that burden was taken away. If this was a relationship, I feel like it was a burden for you eventually. No matter how much love you had for that person, it was still a burden. And once that is lifted, once that comes to a close, it's that bounce that I was talking about, that bounce in your step. And if this was career, again, maybe you were in a 9-to-5 job. Maybe you were doing something, not that there's anything wrong with 9-to-5 jobs. I mean, they pay the bills. But maybe you were a part of something that was very routine. It was very monotonous. It was not igniting any kind of passion in you. I feel like once you let that come to a close, you can rebirth your career. You can start something that truly makes you happy. Let's see. We have the Eight of Swords again. It's like you're ready. You know that, okay, it's time to set the wands down. That burden is over. It is through. But it's almost like a few of you are still holding on to the mental anguish of it all. With the Eight of Swords, you're not letting yourself progress. You're not letting this rebirth happen. And it's easy for me to say, I get it. Change is hard. Letting go of something that you loved is hard. But sometimes you need to clean up that slate to bring in more blessings for you. This is not the end of the world, right? More blessings. The 10 of Pentacles, Temperance. Look, Temperance for me as an energy is of looking at the good in the bad and the bad in the good. And that balances out that emotion. It balances out that situation. It neutralizes it. Once you do that, you will be able to clean up that slate. Sometimes we ask ourselves, why did this happen to me? Why me? You were chosen to go through that particular situation because it was a lesson that you needed to learn. No matter how brutal and cruel that lesson was, it was something that made you stronger and something that prepared you for abundance, for that 10 of Pentacles. You need to believe that this is coming your way, Aquarius, because if you don't, you will block your blessings. I mean that. We have the King of Cups. Three of Pentacles, beautiful. Two of Wands. If this is love for you, there is someone gearing up to make an offer. Someone gearing up to make an approach. It could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But this person is coming about with a very beautiful energy, very balanced energy of, again, that childlike spirit of let's have some fun. But also with the Three of Pentacles of let's work through this. Let's work through life together. But they are waiting. There is something that they need to leave behind in the past before they can make a move forward with you. If this is career, I feel that you are starting something out. You are starting something out, but you're already a master at it because you love doing it. And you will know what this relates to. But I do feel that there is one or maybe a few energies coming your way who share your vernacular when it comes to work. They share your work ethic. Someone who wants to help and not selfishly. They want to collaborate. This is that alliance. Applies to love as well as career. There is an alliance coming in that can only come in once you let change and rebirth happen for you. And then it's going to lead you to act. Magician. So I'm sure you've heard about manifestation. The biggest drawback that comes about when you're trying to manifest is when your mind gets in the way. You need to lift your vibration. You need to lift your energy. And your mind shouldn't be able to... Seven of Cups. Yeah, this is that haze, that confusion of what is the way forward. How should I go about this? How should I manifest? My main piece of advice here, if you are feeling like you're not in a position to manifest correctly, don't manifest at all. Just set an intention. This is what I want, universe, and just let it go. Page of Pentacles. Let it go and it will come to you. And it might start off small. Might start off very, very tiny. Because we have two pages here. Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles. But pages are very curious. Pages are energies that build. They build to the Knight of Pentacles. Then they build to the Knight of the King of Pentacles. And eventually to the Emperor. So even if something is seeming very small to you right now. And it's hazy and confusing. Just rely on your power. Rely on your power as the master manifester that you are, that we all are. We're all magicians. We're all creators of our own reality. So don't let anxiety get to you. Another page. I mean, you can't make this up. The Page of Wands. Chariot. Beautiful. Remember I said that the momentum speeds up. And the Ace of Cups. I love this. Have the strength, Aquarius. Have the strength to have patience. Have the strength to realize that everything doesn't start off with a bang. Okay? I know there is a sudden rebirth and a sudden shift and change coming about, but I feel like it's going to be very peaceful. It's going to be a very peaceful transition for you. And when I say peaceful, it might put you guys in your heads that, wait, I wanted a shift. I wanted a change. Why isn't this coming about? Sometimes, let's say there is a seed that wants to grow. It's changing from a seed to a tree, right? But it's not going to shoot up in 1 minute. Am I right? It's going to grow into a seedling, then into a sapling, and then eventually to a healthy plant, and then to a tree, which will then produce fruit. It's a process. It takes time. But if you look at the seed popping up and you look at it as a seedling and say, well, that's not growing fast enough, I'm just going to pull it out, rip it out. It'll never have the opportunity to grow into a tree. So this is love for you. There is an opportunity, an offer, some kind of news coming about that may underwhelm you. You may feel like, wait, I wanted more. Give it time to magnify into more. Nurture it, you know. And again, when it comes to career, these are offers and opportunities coming in, but it's almost like you're getting impatient as to when is this going to bring me success? When is it going to bring me money? Give it time. It will. I guarantee it. Have that patience. With the Ace of Cups, this is an offer of love. This is an offer, even if it's career for you, it's an offer that brings you that emotional fulfillment and that satisfaction. But with the Chariot card, I feel like in your rush to cross obstacles, you may be missing out on the journey. Life is a journey, and you need to enjoy every second of it. And the more you enjoy every second is when every minute and every hour and every day subsequently is going to become pleasurable. All right? Six of Wands. Beautiful card. Why is it here? The High Priestess. Trust your intuition. Some of you may be on the Aquarius, Pisces cusp even. Trust your intuition and lean in to the power you have as the Magician. With the Two of Pentacles, some of you may be, the Emperor. Some of you may be juggling between too much work, too many responsibilities, and I feel like that's putting you in your head a little bit. But if you need to, I'm getting this for a few of you, if you need to not share much about your life, if you need to hold back from a few people, and by the way, the last page in the deck, you have all three, the last page of Cups is there. Anyway, I feel that if you have to keep secrets to your success private and you need to spend more time alone by yourself in order to gain that strength to achieve whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve, by all means, keep to yourself if you need to. But I feel that there is, excuse me, some kind of energy coming your way that could help relieve you of this burden that we call life sometimes. And even if there is nobody you want to come into your life to help you, I feel like you are more than enough to handle this. The Emperor card is extremely powerful. Okay, so I think what I can take away from this reading is that there is patience that needs to be executed, and you need to see your power. You need to see how strong you are, and also you need to embrace whatever change this is that's coming about, because it's bringing in beautiful things for you. Let your fears dissolve. Absolutely. The Eight of Swords showing up twice. I feel like there's a lot of fear that's preventing you from moving forward. Full moon in Cancer. That might happen sometime in June. No, I'm sorry. Full moon in Cancer is... it's already passed. It's already passed. It happened mid-Jan, I think. So something may have transpired around that time that put you in your head. I feel like you need to just let it go. Okay, wow. Explosive energy. Step into your power. What did I say? You have the Emperor and the Magician. You need to realize how powerful you are, Aquarius. And I feel like I say that to you a lot and I sound like a broken record, but I say it for a reason. Know your worth. You can't make this up. You can't. Think it through. I feel that... know your worth and think it through are parallel cards for me. They're asking you to realize how strong you are and that you can't let any external energies get you down. You are a very humanitarian sign. You are somebody who thrives on connections and helping people and, just community in general. And I feel like sometimes that can get you in your head. You might start comparing yourself to other people. I feel like you need to stop doing that now. You need to let your fears dissolve, Aquarius. They're meaningless. I'm not disregarding your pain by any means. But I feel like sometimes we can be our own worst enemies with all the fear that we harbor. You've gotten through life this far, haven't you? You can get through it again. So hang in there, embrace whatever change this is that is coming about for you. I think it's going to be wonderful. All right. Enjoy the next 2 weeks. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.